Hello and welcome back to awtoolbox.com. My name is Glenn Keller, and in this demonstration we are talking about what's new in Teamcenter 2512, Siemens' newest version of the Teamcenter software. We're focusing in on the Active Workspace user interface in this demonstration, and though we've talked about the update to the interface on the home page that you see on the screen in a previous demonstration, in this one we're going to be talking about other enhancements that Siemens has made to this user interface. The first one is going to be just the way that the content, the relations, and the details of components are displayed when you're looking at very elaborate screens. So I have an assembly in here. If you have an assembly, you can open it up that way. So this assembly was provided by Sherpa Design, and it's essentially just a multi-level assembly that gives me the ability to test things out inside of Teamcenter. What I'm doing is I'm opening this up, and in previous versions, when you open up an assembly, you had a set of, let's call them commands, right up across the top here, and it was overview, and you had content, and it basically made you switch between them. But now, with breadcrumbs being down here, the filters being up here, it gives you more ability in this location to have variants and unit, date, revision rules all set here. And then have the option to switch between the relations, the content, and the details up at the top. So this ability to switch between the different components and let you focus on the details, if you will, allow you to switch between what are called work modes. So Siemens has termed these work modes, and if I'm in the details work mode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working with the component, the change, setting attributes. I'll be coming in and looking at things like the revision history. I can see files. So it just kind of takes me to those objects as a whole. I can get different pages on this location, so I can see all my standard style sheet locations and capabilities, but it doesn't give me the structural view of this component. So I'm going to go into the content, and in this work mode, I'm going to get access to the structural content. So I'm going to see the design elements on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to be able to select between them. And though I do still get a view like we have in the past over here, I don't get as elaborate of a view and as many capabilities as if I were to switch to the details view. But there is some overlap to allow you to do more than one thing in one work mode. In here, you still have access to the bigger views in this details dropdown, so you can see details, the relations tree, and the 3D viewer. In this content, it's really geared about seeing the structural data and then being able to see the entirety of the assembly rather than one component in the visualization component. The last one is going to be relations. So instead of having attachments, which you could still see if you flipped over to the details, you can see overview and attachments here. But if you wanted to go into a different work mode, you can go into relations, and at that point you can get any relations to the selected object. In my case, if I opened up content and then I grabbed this object, I'm just going to say open this object from the right hand side, and then once I've got this object open, if I go to relations, it has some related data. So the other one didn't, it was kind of blank. In here, I can expand these down, and I can see that this object has a related UG master data set in it. I can see the relation details, I can get previews of it, and then I can switch back to the structure as a whole. Definitely gives me an idea, a fundamental understanding of what is where. It will take a little bit of getting used to flip between the two, but I think it is still kind of in the same spot as it was before, so it may be a little easier to adapt to.